starring this Saturday is NXT Heatwave 2025, and today we are going over the card and my predictions for NXT Heatwave taking place on this Sunday in Lowell, Massachusetts. So, this your boy D, back at you with another video, and please like, comment, subscribe if you like this video. Your boy would appreciate it a lot. But save all that talking for another day. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, first matchup we're going to talk about is Ethan Page and Chelsea Green versus Tavion Heights and Tyra Mae Steele. This is probably going to be one of the first big matches for Tyra Mae Steele, who was your WWE LFG winner from the women's side. We've seen what Jasper Troy, the men's winner, has been doing on NXT. So this is going to be her first shot. Tavion Heights, this is going to be his first real shot on a pay-per-view, as he's been released basically after beating Charlie Dempsey from the No Quarter Catch crew. So this is going to be a big match, especially going against Ethan Page, who's one of the bigger stars in NXT, who is very well ready for the main roster. And then you have Chelsea Green, Mrs. Unicorn. She can do anything with anyone because she's one of the most entertaining wrestlers WWE has today. This is going to be a very interesting match. You can do a lot of different things with this match. Honestly, I would love for Ethan Page and Chelsea Green to win this match, but I do think I don't think they're going to beat two Olympians. So I do think Tavion Heights and Tyra Mae Steele will win this match. I can't see WWE making two, I know that they're doing this as like a Canada versus USA type of deal. Really don't see WWE having Canada win just outright. But I could be wrong, but I'm definitely going to pick Tavion Heights and Tyra Mae Steele to get the win. And I do have Tyra Mae Steele getting her first big win over somebody like Chelsea Green. And that shows you how unselfish Chelsea Green really is, because she is a real superstar in this world. And I'm excited. I'm actually really excited for this match because I think it's going to be absolutely entertaining. So I'm really excited to see where they go from here. And the pairing of Ethan Page and Chelsea Green has been nothing more than entertaining. The next matchup on the list we're going to talk about is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, Hank and Tank, versus two members of Dark State. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Hank and Tank kind of guy. I actually like Hank and Tank, but I will say Dark State is actually growing on me because now they're showing more personality, more comedic. They're more comedic now, because I don't know what's been going on with Cutler James in that group, but he's been saying some very out there statements. I don't know what's been going on with him, but let's just say Cam and Mace would have a field day with bro. Ayo. I'm just saying. But I do think this match is going to be very fun. It's going to be very hard hitting. I like their speed that Hank and Tank wrestle with. I don't see Dark State being the two to beat Hank and Tank for the tag team titles. But anything can happen. Absolutely anything can happen. And I'm excited to see where we go with Hank and Tank and who's going to be that team who eventually beats Hank and Tank for the NXT tag team titles. But it is not today. I am going with Hank and Tank to defeat whatever two members of Dark State. Next matchup on the list is the NXT Women's #1 Contenders match for the title. You have Jada Parker versus Kelani Jordan versus Lola Vice. First off, this is what I call a Booker T match, okay? Because in the words of Booker T, this match is hotter than a Mexican plate lunch. Oh my God. The women in this match? Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. Beautiful. This match is beautiful. This match has spice to it. There's some baddies in this match, tell you that for damn sure. And this match is probably going to be one of the better matches of the night. I just have that feeling. Jada Parker, Kelani Jordan, Lola Vice. Three very hungry women. Anybody could win this match, and you would understand. Lola Vice has been doing great work in AAA. She's been over there a lot, tagging with Mr. Iguana, and she's been doing her thing. But then you also have Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan has been getting better and better and evolving and evolving. And then you have Mrs. Jada Parker, who just has a swag. She has a style. She has everything you could want to bring to the table. And all three of these women do pose a threat to Jacy Jayne, your NXT Women's Champion. Now, who I have winning this match? I'm going to go, for entertainment purposes, I'm going to go with Jada Parker. I think Jada Parker is a star. I know we talk about the women's division, we talk about the younger stars. I do think Jada Parker is up there. I do think Jada Parker is a dog. And honestly, if you really think about it, she's one of the most slept on promos. She could talk that talk. And she's authentic. You can tell when she talks like her. And there's a lot of time in women's wrestling, you can hear the promos in women's wrestling, and you can tell when they're written because they don't talk like the person they don't talk like that. Like, there's times where I've seen like a Zelina Vega promo or something, and I'm like, yeah, somebody wrote that. I know Zelina don't talk like that. You see what I'm saying? Jada talks like her. She comes off authentic. She comes off talking like her, and I appreciate that. And I think Jada Parker, she's been really well getting better in the ring, better and better in the ring, and her promos are there. And I do have hope that Jada Parker versus Jacy Jayne would be a very good match and something I would be very willing to see, as I do think Jada Parker could be somebody who eventually takes that title off of Jacy Jayne. So, I'm going Jada Parker to defeat Kalani Jordan and Lola Vice and be your new NXT Women's Championship #1 contender. Next match on the list is for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. We have Jacy Jayne versus Masha Slamovic and Ash versus Ash by Elegance. This is going to be a very fun match. This is going to be a very hard-hitting match. All three of these women can work their ass off. I'm very proud of Ash by Elegance, formerly known as Dana Brooke. She went to TNA after being released by WWE, and she's done the damn thing. She's done nothing but get better, and she found her own. She found herself in her own way and made her character her own. And there's nothing better you could ask than that. And I feel like going to TNA made her a better performer, made her a better wrestler. And I'm excited to see this. Masha Slamovic was somebody I wasn't too hip to at first. She's a dog in that ring. She's an absolute dog in this ring. And I feel like something with the WWE and TNA crossover, I feel like it's showing more TNA stars, more personality that they have. And I'm genuinely enjoying that. So, and then you got Jacy Jayne, a dog. Okay, Jacy Jayne has been a dog. I've been enjoying her NXT Championship run. I'm excited to see where we go from here with her NXT Championship run, because I feel like there's so many things you can do with her as your NXT champion. And that's why with the TNA Knockouts Championship, do I see Masha Slamovic or Ash by Elegance being the one to defeat Jacy Jayne for the title? No. I feel like there's another TNA star who's going to be able to beat Jacy Jayne for the title, and I don't know if it's going to be Masha Slamovic or Ash by Elegance. There's got to be somebody else. And I'm going to stop and ask out this question. I'm going to pick Jacy Jayne to win on Sunday. But let me ask you this. What TNA knockout would you want to see as your TNA Knockouts World Champion? Let me know in the comments below. Next matchup on the list we're going to talk about is the final matchup for the NXT Championship. Obafemi versus Javon Evans. Javon Evans defeated Trick Williams last night to go on to face Obafemi for the title in a crazy table spot last night. Can the young OG defeat Obafemi? Will the ruler lose his title? Honestly, I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to pick Javon Evans to beat Obafemi. And I think it's more of a thing, the reason why I'm going to pick Obafemi is because I want to see Obafemi lose so he gets to the main roster. I think Obafemi has done pretty much everything he needs to do in NXT. He's been a very good champion. He's had bangers of matches. He shows he can talk in the ring. He's well presented. He presents himself much more than just being a monster. Because the one thing I was afraid of for Obafemi is I didn't want him to fall into stereotypical WWE bully booking. And what that means is I don't want him to go to Raw go to SmackDown, and all of a sudden he's like the Miz's security guard. No. That's what they do with all the big motherfuckers. They make him a security guard. They put him in a faction. Like, I didn't want them to Omos Obafemi, because Obafemi is way too talented for that. Now, they do need a monster on that roster, but it's time for the young OG to get the W. I think Javon Evans would be a hell of a champion, something fun, something exciting, and because NXT really taps into a younger audience, the lingo they use on the show, I feel like Javon Evans would be your perfect champion for that until you build up that next person who can take that title from Javon. I'm picking the young OG, Javon Evans, to become your new NXT champion at NXT Heatwave. That's the end of the video, guys. Let me know who you guys' picks are for NXT Heatwave this Sunday in Lowell, Massachusetts. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Forever gang, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And until forever finds you, peace.